السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. We commence by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sending blessing and salutation upon Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who is household and all of his companions. May Allah bless them and every single one of us. Ameen. Respected Ustad and honorable judge and my dear colleagues who have present in this auspicious occasion, we know we have gathered here in this glorious occasion of Tanāsuq' 2022. Literally, this assembling enraptured me a lot, especially inspiring elements and stimuli. So, in this glorious occasion, I will expressly explaining about the way in the law of Sufi science. So, first of all, Sufism is not a branch of Islam like Sunni and Shia, and it's not a sect of dominator. Rather, Sufism is a spiritual and mystical philosophy of Islam, focused on a direct connection to God by forging materials and good relationships. The Sufi saints who have professed their mysticism and made a contribution on their own way. And the Sufi saints who have made their immortal life in their the Sufi saints who have made contribution the Sufi saints who have made their contribution in their own way by receiving all the men, they rich or poor, Hindu or Muslim, large or small, they receive all the men in their same way. In fact, in 13th century is known as the golden age of Sufis. The greatest mystical art and literature is believed that have been derived from this period. Later in 17th century, the Sufi saints have deeply ingrained with both Sunni and Shia of Islam and spread through Persian and Central Asia and India. So the Sufi saints who have professed their mysticism and made a contribution on their own way. They receive all the men, rich or poor, large or small, freeborn, slaves in the same way. The Sufi saints have exercised their considerable influence on nobles, wealthy persons, and they have advised them to serve the needy and the nasty ones and the indigent ones. The Sufi saints who have one of their greatest achievement was that they brought Muslim aristocracies to touch with non-Muslims, and it was they served the social religious reformation in all over the world. One of the great Muhammad Jalaluddin Rumi is an important way of the relationship between God and man is a love, and a man can reach to the God by achieving divine qualities and the spirit, and a man can reach through the God by achieving the divine qualities. According to Islamic understanding, according to Islamic studies, the man has been valued divine qualities and divine spirit when it's created, and the soul of the God has been given to him. Therefore, the greatest power has been inhabiting in the spirit. By this process, by this way, the man can value high value by moving from the lowest point. It was seen that Rumi, who put his names to the relationship between God and man, is love, and that it started with love. Said that the God can be reached by this way. So and also get a chance to access divine qualities and the divine spirit. It was seen that Rumi, who give a great importance on Islam, art and humanity and the spirit. He is a supreme being at every opportunities and adapted to the Islamical traditions by this respect. So the Sufi saints who are clear ones. For example, we bought a water and it was filled with dirty and it was filled with muddy, and when we kept at home at night and when we visit the water at morning, we can observe that the water, the muddy part will come to the lowest floor and the clear ones remains the opposite. That is what we actually call the Sufis. And the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran, "Ala inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun." Definitely, the Sufis of Allah do not have any fears and any kinds of feelings. If anything happens in their life, it was bad or it was good, they consider as it was the color of Allah. They consider their main reason they do not have any desirable dreams in their life. Their main dreams to visit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The person who creates a supreme being will visit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and as much he or she can achieve as much he can she try to understand him and achieve the divine qualities and get a knowledge about him and have a knowledge about him by addressing a few words about the ways in the love of Sufi science. Let me conclude here.